Alright guys, welcome back. MacDad Games, episode 9, starting off winter. Last video definitely ran a little longer than I wanted it to, but I think it did just make sense to finish off the fall season and get ourselves ready for winter. So here we are, or here we go, God. I actually wanted to see this real quick, because I actually just loaded this up, and it's first thing I popped up, and it is important, right? Challenges. When the time comes, the herald will arrive at one of the local taverns, including yours, once we of course have one. He may present you with one of the king's challenges. These are not mandatory tasks, but successful fulfillment of the challenge will increase your dynasty's reputation and strengthen your relationship with the king. Yes, that is important. A big nip in the air. Oh yeah, you know another thing I completely forgot to do last season, which I usually have done by now, is have some winter clothes. So we're going to need a torch to stay warm. I'm going to run to Piastovia real quick and actually grab some winter clothes. That's going to be very, very important. So what I think I want to get done in this first winter season is I want to go grab some winter clothes. I want to find a potential wife, and I'm more than likely going to be looking in Piastovia, because that's probably one of the closest villages I run back and forth to very often. So I think that's where I'm going to go. Monica's a second choice for sure. And I might end up doing some hunting as well. Like I mentioned last video, I'm pretty sure that hunting is easier to do in the wintertime, right? If we step outside, now you guys can actually see it. I mean, God, very bright, huh? It's just incredibly snowy, white everywhere, and obviously blood is going to show up very easily on that. So to get right into it, I'm going to fast travel myself all the way over to Piastovia, because I believe that is where the Herald is as well. So we're going to get our first quest for the king. I think this is pretty cool because it's usually random. He doesn't show up every season, and once you finally complete the quest, you know, he'll leave by the end of that season, but he doesn't always show up next, you know, season or anything like that either. Like, he could be gone for multiple seasons sometimes before you see him again. But it is very important to complete these quests, because that's how you're going to eventually allow to be able to name your city. And actually get the Wagoneer sign to be able to travel back and forth and have your own crest. Like, it's really like the final pin on, all right, you've got a village, right? Like, if you remember in episode 1 when you were talking to Derwin, like, that was kind of the goal, is to build a actual village that is, you know, on the map, that now could be essentially tradable through all the other villages. And that's the ultimate end goal here, of course. So I'll be right back. I'm going to run over to Piastovia real quick. So we made it to Piastovia. I'm going to come back to these guys, because like I said, I do want to start looking for a potential wife. A little tip for you guys: before you have winter clothes, always have a torch on you, because if you load up the torch on the bottom left, that little cold symbol will go away. And if you're cold, it actually brings your health down, and you could eventually literally die for being too cold. So always make sure you keep an eye on that. Let's go find the tailor, whatever you want to call her, seamstress. Oh, great, she is stuck in something. That's not looking healthy. Alright, so real quick, I should be able to afford all these. I got almost $1,400. I can actually probably sell a few things just to make myself some more money. So right now, I'll actually sell all this animal feed for 40 bucks. Not a crazy lot. I do actually, let me sell these. The wines, 2 cherry wines, pear wine, the rye beer. There we go. Just gave myself like another 500 bucks right there. Oh, I forgot to do something with that meat last season. And then I'm gonna keep all these things, yeah, for sure. All right, perfect. So I got plenty of money. So winter clothes are a little expensive. You know, the most important things, if you go down here to see the percentage of cold protection, definitely gonna be the winter coat. I mean, 15% right there. I do love having that. The collar is super helpful too, because you don't have anything like that at all, so that's immediately a plus 11. So I'm going to get the winter collar. I'm going to get these bracers for plus 5%. I do want the cap for plus 6%. And then the shoes and the coat are usually the last one that's pretty big. I think I could get away with not doing the trousers, but to save some money, let me get the shoes and then the coat. So now real quick, put the torch down. If I go over to my inventory and put the bracers on, the cap on, the coat, collar, and the shoes, the shoes kind of cover where those pants end up, you know what I mean? So to save some money, I should be fine without the pants. So now I'm just going to hang out here in the cold without using the torch, and I should be good without getting cold there. So again, it's always good to make sure you have enough money by the time you get to your first winter to where you can buy winter clothes. It's going to save you a lot of stress and annoyance with having to run around with torches. But anyway, here's our herald. So like that little message said at the beginning, he can spawn at any one of the taverns throughout the entire map here, right? Eventually even yours, which is pretty cool. But Piastovia seems to be a favorite of his. So we go over to him, talk to him, right? Greetings, I'm here by order of His Majesty King. Not going to try and pronounce that. The Builder. He has a special task for his subjects. Alright, what does he desire? Our dear king has recently developed a taste for intensely hop-flavored beer. Crap. This sounds like it's going to be a tough one. The barrels containing this variation, a gift from our western neighbors, have already been depleted. His Grace asks for large donations of hop in order to brew his own local ale and restock the royal cellars. Damn it, these ones are tough. These ones are tough. Wonderful. I'll await your delivery. If you don't want to carry everything here, remember that you can leave it in your storage, provided that you have one, and tell me about it, and I will have it collected later. That's super helpful. Alright, this one sounds tough, and I'll tell you why. So he wants 350 hops, and I only have 5 seasons, by the way, to accomplish this. The challenge with that is this is our freaking first year here, guys. I don't have an orchard set up. I barely have a field set up. So sometimes these challenges can be very, very difficult, especially when you get hit with one of these ones, like right from the jump. And buying hops are very expensive. Like, just to kind of even see if that would even be, like, realistic, is let's go over to Marquis Slaw here, which I believe he sells all the resources, and he should be selling hops, I think. Yeah, he only has 12 of them, for one. So to get 350, like, I wouldn't even be able to do that. I mean, it's $54 for 12 of them, which, I mean, at the end of the day, not crazy, but that's still $100 for 100 hops off this guy, or way more than that. Sorry, it's gonna be like almost $600 for 100 hops off of him, and then so on and so forth. So buying them wouldn't actually be too expensive, surprisingly, but I'm not gonna be able to get 350 of them by 5 seasons from now. So the only realistic opportunity here, and what I'm gonna have to do, is buy up all these hop plant seedlings and basically rush planting hop this season. And hopefully, by the time the 5th season rolls around, if I have enough of them and I harvest all of them, then maybe I will have enough. And I think to even help myself, I am going to buy out all the hops that I can. So we might be able to accomplish this one, but this is going to be a tough one for sure. I don't know if I can buy any from the beer guy. Let me see real quick here from him. Might be able to, actually. Oh yeah, I could buy 4 of them. Look at that. Fantastic. So you see where this is going, right? Like, I only have 20 now out of 350, and I have to do some planting. So I'm going to want to run over to Astoya for 2 reasons, actually. I do want to try and finish off this quest. And then I obviously want to try and buy some more hop plant seedlings and hops from the person over there. I don't think I can get any from her. Yeah, no. And then I'm pretty sure there's a cooking person here, but I don't think he has hops, because it's not really part of cooking. Yeah, I didn't think so. Alright, so yeah, so let's do this. I think we can make it happen. I think we can get 350 hops within 5 seasons and complete this quest. It's going to take a little bit, and this is going to be probably done in, who knows, it took 4 seasons and 8 episodes essentially to get through that. So we're probably talking another 8 episodes. So we're basically just getting started. But let's run over to Astoya real quick. And I want to get this, just before I lose my train of thought, I want to get this quest up and running. I'm pretty sure this is going to be the last one that I have to do. Is now put, I think it's going to be like 10 or 15 pike that they're going to want in the basket. And then next season, so the second, spring we get to, that should be it. I think he leaves like a bunch of money in the basket or something for us. Alright, once again, the fish have disappeared from the basket, and another note is now present next to it. Alright. Definitely the same author. Again, at this point, would like to recognize the awful handwriting. Message reads, fish, still more, bigger fish, pikes now. Remember the basket. Kind, 42. Yeah, 10 pike in the basket. So, perfect. We're definitely going to have to work on bringing in some more money this season, too, for sure. As you guys saw, the easiest way to do that is going to be... Actually, I don't even know if I've done this yet, surprisingly, because I haven't been able to build it. I need to bring my production up. And an easy way to do that is you'll see throughout maybe a little bit of this episode, but this season for sure, is once I get hunting going and you have a lot of meat, once you cook it and dry it, you build up a lot of production points very easily. Is anyone watching me? It's a pretty good thing to steal, but I don't want to lose the reputation, so I'm gonna leave it alone for now. Those light hats go for a good amount of money, and they're nice to have. This dude's swimming in the water in the winter? God. What you doing? Be cold, man. It'll be cold. Alright, 10 pike. Oh my god, so here's the problem, guys. I have done myself dirty by having to buy a bunch of stuff, and we are low on money. So, again, realistically, I have plenty of time to do this quest. There's actually no... It doesn't expire because it's part of one of the story quests. So you know what? Right now, I'm going to put it off to the side. I don't really care about that right this second. I'm going to have to get some other things going and then build my money game back up because now we are low. We're down only 300 bucks. So if I go over here to her, I wonder if I can even buy the hop plants from her. Oh, she has 88 hops. Wow, okay. That's actually super good news. I wonder why the other guy only had like 12. So this is definitely much better news. I think I'm feeling a lot more optimistic about being able to complete this quest for sure. I mean, between 88 from her and like, what, 12 from the other guy, that's already 100 hops in one season. So I think we can get this done. Dude, I am feeling a lot better about that. Okay. I definitely think it makes more sense right now for us to actually buy these, because I can essentially almost buy her out entirely. I wish I had a few more things to sell to her. I mean, yeah, I like these potions. Not fully enough, I think, to be able to buy out the rest of those hops. Let me see. I don't really care about that one. Honestly, don't care about that one too much. Even the stamina one, I mean, I don't really use that a whole lot, but I honestly probably should, so I might keep that for now. Definitely need all of those. For over here, I mean, God, yeah, I might just sell these poisoned iron arrows too, because that's easy 100 bucks. That's actually smart. Let's just do that. That way I have those hops bought out. So now I've got 104 hops on me. So that's pretty good, actually. Now we're already at 108 hops. So never mind. Maybe this quest would be a lot easier than I thought. Got a little intimidated there from the jump. Perfect. And I do have I think it was already like 10 hop plants or seedlings, or 11 that I got from the other guy, so I can plant those for sure. And before the end of this season, I'll make sure to come back to her to buy all the ones that she has. That way I can get a good like 20 hop plants built up, and then, you know, I think I might be able just to buy all the hops though, actually, now that I realize in one, you know, season I got freaking 800 of them, and there is 5 seasons, or 100 of them, and there's 5 seasons to do that, so I'm feeling pretty good. You guys know you can make snowmen in this game. Kind of funny. I think you can actually go over to... I don't remember exactly where it is you need to do it. But you can make a snowball. And I think it's in decorations. Yeah, right here. You need stick, stone, and carrots. You can make a little snowman. Kind of cool. Alright, so I'm going to hunt to find a wife now real quick. Now, keep in mind, my guy's only 18. So I'd like to try and find a younger lady for sure. Not much potential suitors here. This lady's 26, so that's a little on the older side. But she's got some good stats there. 3 in diplomacy, 3 in extraction. I think I'm gonna run back to Piastovia here, because it's closer to my village. And then I might see if I can... Hopefully, there's a potential suitor at Piastovia. Oh my goodness, what did I just hit? Oh, I thought it was... Oh, I am. I'm out of freaking money. God, we're in a tough spot here, guys. We are running ourselves dry and getting a little ahead of ourselves. So I'm gonna have to do the old school run over to my village from Mastoya. This is gonna take a minute. You know what I might do along the way, if I have enough of the stuff on me. I only have 8 copper arrows and 2 bronze arrows, which is not a lot, but that might be enough to take some animals down, and get some meat going here. But anyways, that's what I'm kind of getting at is I'm gonna pretty much fast forward my travel and journey all the way over to my village from Astoria. But if I run into some good animals along the way that are worth, taking down, one of the easy ones I like to go for is going to be boar. Boar are a bit easier to take down a little earlier in the game, and with only like 10 arrows, I can definitely knock them out, and you get a decent amount of meat from them. I do like bear, but we've already taken down a bunch of bear, as you saw. Not the easiest, unless you kind of run that, tactic I showed you guys. And then the other one are Y-Scent. I honestly almost think Y-Scent are a little bit more challenging than bear sometimes, because they're not always in a good location like bear are to kind of be like on a cliffside and avoid it easier. And Y-Scent just charge you, and they hit hard once they do charge you. So sometimes they're a little bit of a pain. Ooh, so that weird little like lag right there is usually a sign of a bandit camp that like kind of just spawned in. I swear I usually only see that happen when a bandit camp spawned nearby. And they're very random, obviously, right? So I'm just gonna search around real quick. See if one did spawn near here. Not seeing one. I don't even know how I just unlocked that. I didn't do anything. What? Usually you unlock some farming stuff with your farmers actually farming for you automatically. Oh, maybe, duh. Maybe it's because I do have my guys collecting resources. That's probably why. Duh. That's why I was like, wait a minute. What the heck did I just do to unlock a resource storage? Alright, yeah, I don't know. Maybe that little glitch was a little lag. Was just a little lag. But yeah, I've only noticed it a lot sometimes when that happens. Is like usually a bandit camp like just kind of spawns, as you're moving. I was hoping to kind of show you guys what those are like and having to take down some bandits. It is fun. It is one thing I wish this game had a little bit more of. Oh, we're running into wolf territory. Honestly, they're pretty fun to take down as well, just to get some easy meat and even some fur. So we'll do that. Oh god, he's right here, close to me. Got a couple headshots. Good beat. Good. There we go. One or two headshots on these guys, and they're out. Get him skinned. Usually 2 or 3 of them at each little spawn. So let me see here. Perfect. 10 meat. That's not bad. We'll take it. I know I saw another one right up over here, but I just want to make sure there's not another guy like behind me or something. Wolves hit pretty hard too, man. Got one good shot. Boom. 2 shots. Oh shit, here's his buddy. Okay, gotta pull out the axe for this guy. There we go. Alright, that should be all of them. There's usually not 4 of them. Alright, perfect. You see, I'm showing you guys the techniques here, man. The easiest way to knock these little buggers down. Obviously, if you can get up on them before they start charging you, the arrows are the way to go. And once you have the a better bow, like a recurve bow and the iron arrows, usually it's 1 shot to the head and they're done. But the bronze arrows are not bad. I think those were copper. Yeah, so nowhere near the best arrows, and 2 headshots to the head still took them out. So always keep that in mind. And then when they start charging you, definitely pulling out the axe is going to be your best friend. A couple swings with that bad boy, and they're down. And eventually you'll be able to make actual weapons, like a battle axe and a sword, things like that. But the axes are always going to be the best against the wolves for sure here. This is a cool looking tree. I'm going to check this out real quick. There is an Easter egg in this game that I have yet to find, and this almost looks like... It is! Oh, wow, look at that. So I have not found this yet in any of my playthroughs, surprisingly. So on the map here, right up on this little hill, this is like an Easter egg. I think it's specifically for... I don't remember exactly what it is. I thought it said something. But I think like one of the creators of the game or something like that. I thought it said something, but guess not. But yeah, this is pretty cool. Very beautiful. I was gonna say it's like between these 2 trees that I was like, I haven't seen those trees before. You can't even chop them down. They look like they'd give you a lot of logs though. That's kind of cool. I haven't run into that. There's a couple Easter eggs in this game that you can find, like actual physical ones to find. That's fine. All right, cool, cool, cool. All right, keep moving though. Keep moving. Don't want to get distracted. Gonna keep on making our way back to our village. Sometimes it is nice though. Ooh, there are boar around here. There we go. There we go. So the boar are similar to the wolves, except the axe does not do as much damage to them. So you really want to try and get them with the arrows before they get too close to you. I'm actually going to try and go for this guy. Right here. Get right in the face there a couple times. Alright, perfect. Perfect, 2 shots right to the dome. His friends see me. Oh, not quite yet, but second. Ooh, on, get it lined up. Wow, I'm a freaking idiot. Come on. There we go. Wasted a whole arrow. How'd one get over here? God. Alright. Sometimes there should be 3 of them, but usually, like, most spawn points have more than 2 of the animals. We get 21 meat from these guys. That's pretty good. You know what also kind of noticing here is not even having to really use my method of like why I like to do it in the wintertime, but the blood. Like it's a lot easier to see the blood. That's why I only go after more of the aggressive animals, like the boar, wise scent, and the bear. I actually think in general it's a little bit easier knowing that like this animal is gonna kind of charge you and be on you versus running away from you. Like I honestly hate hunting the deer in this game, which I think is just so funny because I think that's a more realistic, like old school animal to hunt, right? Is deer. But once they start running, like it's kind of a pain in the ass to keep them tracked. There we go. He's like in the ground. Hope I didn't lose my arrows. Damn it. I think I did lose some arrows off of little bastard. But yeah, honestly, when you go after more aggressive animals like this, they're basically coming right to you, so it makes it a lot easier. Once you're trying to take down the deer, you hit them once, and they literally just start running. And it's like, God, now you gotta freaking track them and chase them down, and it's tough. And the deer are surprisingly pretty strong in this game, too. I don't know what this is, but it does not look like a bandit camp. It looks like an abandoned hunter's camp or something. This is cool. Damn, I don't think I've run into one of these before. Happens to have like a drying rack right here. I mean, stone arrows for free, I'll take. Not the best ones, but I'll take them. Some apple, salted meat. Alright, alright. What is this, a deer? A young doe. Ready to go. Alright, let's get him harvested. So you also don't get a whole lot from the deer, I feel like. Let's see, this doe gave me only 6 meat. Whereas even the wolves give you more than that, I think, which doesn't make sense to me. Bronze knife. Some money. Ooh, linen thread. Night vision. There we go. Potion of night vision. Do I see anything else? Ooh, a whole bow. Alright, yeah, let's take that. I think that's about it. Not a bad little, you know, little mystery or randomly spawned event right there. I'll take that. That's what I mean. You know, I do love my Wagoneers and just being able to travel back and forth very quickly, but honestly, yeah, sometimes, you know, just walking the whole way is very beneficial. You find stuff like that. It's easy just to, like, hunt some things along the way. Definitely has some benefits for sure. Alright, definitely wanted to take down a few more animals, I think, to try and get more meat. I'll show you guys the deer real quick, honestly. Let's just do that. Have some arrows on me. Just gonna show you what the pain in the ass is about deer, really. See if I could come up on some over here. Do I have any skills for hunting yet? That'll help out a little bit. But not really. I want to get the tracker. The tracker for hunting is super helpful as well. Going the right way? Yeah. Alright, I see some over here. So let's go for the big boy. Alright, so I'm gonna try and aim. I'm gonna try for the head. Alright, got him. But it bounced off of him, for one, which sucks. And he bled a little bit. But look at him, he's just off it, dude. He's off it. I kind of get a glimpse of him running around this freaking shrub over here. But it's like, dude, this is what's so annoying about the deer. And he's only half killed. So now I gotta freaking... Now he's running. And I freaking missed, because he's moving too damn fast. Yeah, let's see if I can get him one more time before I lose him. Come on, Papito. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Ugh. I don't know if that hit him or not, but it didn't seem like a bad shot. Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go. Because usually if the arrow at least sticks in them, then when you're using like the inspector mode, you can see the arrow in them. That's an easy way to track them. I don't even know if that's him. Fuck, dude, I'm killing myself over here. Got me swearing. Where'd he go, man? There he is. And it's like they don't even bleed like profusively either. So the blood on the ground isn't even really happening. Oh my lord. Now I'm losing all my arrows because like I'm trying not to lose him. So I'm not stopping to grab my arrows. But you guys are getting the idea, right? Hunting deer suck. There might be a better technique to that. I just haven't figured it out, and honestly, I don't care to. Did I even hit him that time, and he just like tanked it? Or did I completely miss? Like, they're strong. Dude, I think he just tanked that. God, finally. There you go. And then watch where you're going to get. This is the big boy, by the way. This is the freaking buck, I'm pretty sure. The stag, they call it. And I don't think I even get a whole lot of freaking meat stuff. Yeah, 12 meat. Like, make that make sense, dude. I think the game, they definitely could have changed that. Like, it's not worth it. It's not efficient at all to be wasting 5 minutes losing all your arrows to get 12 meat, whereas the boar give you almost double that, and they take 2 shots to the freaking head, dude. So, yeah, there's a lesson for you to learn there. And I also completely forgot that I was going to actually stop at Piastovia, try and find my little lady friend to start wooing. So, you know what? Screw Piastovia. I'm going to pause real quick while I run over to Clonica before this day is up, because, like I think I mentioned earlier, the way you romance the ladies is you can only talk to them a little bit per day. So, you want to try and, especially once the season starts, right? This, first day of winter here, I want to talk to her before this day's up. But then that way, when I go to sleep, I can run right back over there on day 2 to continue trying to talk to her. That way I can really try and effectively get my romance level as high as possible this season. And then once, spring comes around, I should be able to get officially married if everything goes according to plan. So let me fast forward real quick. Finally made it to Clonica, where the sun starts to set. Another little cheat code that does make it easier to you have to talk to them every single day is ideally trying to find a really good one that you can use in your village. Because obviously she's going to be part of your village once you're married anyway. But if you invite her to the village before you, of course, get married, you don't have to run back to, like, Clonica or whatever every day to talk to her. I don't have another house for her at the moment, so she would technically have to live with one of the other guys. And it does take a few seasons, if not like a year sometimes, before they even end up marrying the people you stick them with. So it's sometimes not too big of a deal. But I can always just build another house for her herself. So let me see here. A 22 production stat, 25 survival stat, and 19 farming stat. I don't hate that, because I might want to have a big plot of land. You're being loud. I might just have a plot of land for myself that, I think I might just have her be an animal husbandry. Like, I might just stick, like, a hen house on my plot of land, and she could be the one, getting the eggs from the hen house. I think that's a pretty good idea to have her working for me and be my wife. So let's see if I can get her to join the settlement. Perfect. Now let's talk to her real quick. So this is going to give you a rundown. Finding a spouse, the first step to secure your dynasty survival. Again, this is the true end game right here. Whole idea of the, medieval dynasty, right? You got to get married. The future spouse will move into your house and aid you in various tasks. Then one day they may provide you with an heir. And nothing comes easy. First, you have to win their heart. So let's talk to her and let's romance. So romancing at first takes a little bit here because you kind of got to see where her personality is from, right? So where do you come from? Tell me about your birthplace. Boom, boom, boom. Nice weather. Let's start with that. Wow. Okay, perfect. So brought her up +5. So +5%. Doesn't remember much before the orphanage. We call it the house. creative, right? Wasn't much, but at least we could feel like we belong somewhere. Okay. Let's see what else we got. What's your biggest dream? When I was a kid, I wanted to be an adventurer, but now I don't know. Permanently in love with this land. How do you like it here? So we're going to eventually see her personality a little bit more, but these are some safe bets. So let's see this one. Brings up another +5, so not bad. I don't dream big. One may say I don't dream at all, because I'd rather have goals to actually achieve than dreams to wish for. My main goal is to work as hard as I can to build the best life possible. Okay. I'm always eager to learn new things. Do you have any advice for me? I feel like that one might work, because she seems like a hard worker, might have a lot of advice. Let's see. Alright, we'll take that. Another +5. Be careful who you trust. The best way to conceal a dagger is with a smile. And don't let me find you slacking off. Alright, see, there we go. So you can only say 3 things. Sometimes if the conversation goes a little bit better, you can get, I think, up to +10 if you say, like, the perfect thing for their personality. But that's what I mean, 15% just in one day here. So hopefully tomorrow we can get her up to 30%, and then so on and so forth. You can't officially get married to her until she is at 100%, obviously. And while I am here, I'm going to see if the guys are level 3 in anything. There's a survival guy. Not really. Alright, I'm going to fast travel back to the house real quick here. Back at the village here to pretty much get ready to finish off this episode. So first thing I'm going to do is, because my house is right there, I'm actually just going to place her in this house for right now. Because she's not going to immediately fall in love with this task law guy. So for temporarily housing, I'm going to plop her in here so she's not freaking pissed with a -7%, happiness. That's not fun. But at least this way, the top left alerts will go away. And my goal, ideally, is to get her to be my wife here by, spring, where she can just automatically move in with me versus having to, like, prioritize building a separate house just for her. And what's funny is if I go back over here, she's still way over there in Clonica. Like, they move slow, dude. So she's got a ways away to get to my village. I think they technically move while we sleep. So let's just sleep real quick, get into the second day, and hope that she's in the village. That way I can just show you guys, the second day of trying to flirt with her. Let me see. Did she get here? Perfect. She did get here. Alright, so she's already in the house. So this is our second day. She's got 15% romance. Let's try and keep that moving. Alright, you seem interesting. So she already answered that one. What's your favorite season of the year? I think that's a pretty good question. Pretty safe bet. Another +5. Definitely likes autumn. That's when my favorite harvests occur. Besides, it's a reminder that winter is coming and you have to work even harder. This girl loves to work. Okay. Here we go. What's your biggest dream? So remember, she said she doesn't care to dream. So I'm not going to go into that one. I don't think that's going to be a great question. I've been afraid of heights. It seems every time I fall, I hurt myself. What is your biggest fear? Or last night I had this weird dream. I was building a house, but someone else was in control of my body, looking through my eyes, and I heard this strange voice coming up from afar saying, "Damn, he's hungry again." Very unusual, right? Man, I don't know which one. I think maybe this one would be the safer bet. Alright, perfect. Yeah, +5. If you live your life by logic, there's nothing you should be afraid of. My greatest fear is to allow myself to see how false the previous statement is. Interesting. Whoa, that's pretty deep. There's nothing you should be afraid of. My greatest fear is to allow myself to see how false the previous statement is. That's pretty deep, Damaslawa. Try and get one more in here. So you definitely don't want to say that yet. I'm surprised that one even popped up already. Alright, so let's see. I truly admire her honesty. That one might work because she's a hard worker. I'm kind of seeing from her personality that she is pretty honest and straightforward, so she might like that. Her smile is more warming than the campfire itself. I don't know if that's a good one. I've always appreciated an empathetic and sensitive woman like yourself. I don't know. I feel like that one's also a gamble too. She seems like a straight shooter. I don't think that's really it. So I'm going to go with this one. Perfect. Already our best one so far. Lying is taking the easy way out in my opinion. We just got a +7 on that one. And that does clock us out for being able to talk to her. So now I have to wait for the next day to talk to her. But there we go. Another successful romance session. Because sometimes if you say something completely wrong, you actually get negative points, and we don't want that. Or if you say something completely bland, you don't get any points at all. So at least getting 5. Sometimes I think the minimum is even 3, but at least 5, if not those 7s, are going to really help us. Thank you. Are really going to help us get her to be my wife sooner than later. So perfect, guys. I know I've been running a little bit longer on these last few videos, but damn, man, the game is fun, and you can easily get ahead of yourself just rolling around. So To tie things up on our second day, getting into our second day of winter here. That's where the next episode will start up on. I definitely want to try and maybe do some more hunting to get my production technology level up higher. And you're going to see why, because I need more money. And the easiest way to do that is to make bronze shears. And right now I don't even have those unlocked. I need to bring my production technology up to do that. So I think we're going to definitely clear out the cave this season to get more ore so I can smelt all that into more bronze bars, which doing that alone is going to bring that production level up, and also cooking and cooking the meat as well. So I think between another clearing of the cave and cooking all the meat I've collected so far, if not maybe even getting some more, should bring me to enough technology points to unlock those bronze shearing scissors. I'm going to make as many of those, and I'm going to go sell them all. And I should make at least another 5+ grand, honestly. You guys will see that probably in the next episode. So thank you guys again so much for watching Mac Dad Games, and I'll see you back here soon.